There are some topics I could talk about all day if you'd let me. Tales of Symphonia, Disney Channel's Descendants, cats. And then there's the topics my partner could talk about all day. Monster Hunter. Full stop. Generations, World, Rise. Today, we're going to be talking about Monster Hunter Rise. All the video games I have talked about in the series have been fully immersed by me. I started with Mother 3 because of the shock I felt at the ending of it. The same shock I felt at the ending of the Divergent trilogy. And then I moved on to video games that I had feelings of love for, that I want to play over and over again. For me, Monster Hunter Rise is not one of those games.
Dear, looks like we've been caught in the act, Minoto.
Quite disappointing, Hinoa.
I really don't see how anyone could have noticed us.
It was a perfect display of stealth.
That's why we expect great things of you. You're always razor sharp.
Well then, I guess we still have a lot of training left to do.
What? You don't want us sneaking in? Oh, come on! This is Kimura! We're all practically family here.
Besides, Elder Fugen is looking for you.
So go get ready. Can't keep him waiting.
My love for video games comes from my love for stories. I tend to play video games fully immersed in stories. So when my partner tried getting me into Monster Hunter, it was my goal to follow the stories. My goal has never been to grind out the monsters for their parts, to fight one monster over and over again until I finally have the shiniest materials to make a pair of blades. I wanted the storyline. I wanted to know why the twins could hear the voices of dragons. I did make it through a good portion of the story. I did beat Ibushi, but I never made it to Narwa. I got stuck on Teostra because I just couldn't keep grinding other monsters in order to defeat one. I never found out why the twins could hear the dragon's voices, and I never even came close to touching Sunbreak. I know nothing of its story at all. There's another story I don't know much about, but this is a story I would love to meet. Fourth Wing. Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros exploded on the scene earlier this year. Everybody was reading it, and I felt a little bit left out for being behind. I'm so behind that its sequel has come out, and I still haven't read it. The things I do know about Fourth Wing draw me into it. I know that the protagonist, Violet, has the same chronic condition as I do. There are many types of Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and Violet and I have the hypermobile type. We have illness in our connective tissue, as our body has problems creating collagen. But more than that, we have illness in our entire bodies. Ehlers-Danlos syndrome affects our entire being, and Violet is afraid it is going to affect her entire life. A student at the Basgiath War College, Violet is set to enter the Scribe Quadrant, where she can live a quiet life among the things she loves most: history and books, just as I love those most. But she was born to a mother in charge, a commanding general who orders her to join those in training to become a dragon rider. Yes, dragons. Those huge brutes you see the capable swordswomen and gunsmen and musical-wielding trained hunters of Monster Hunter taking on. As a video game player with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, there's something special about being able to take on the toughest of video game battles. There's a pride that comes with winning. But video game battles, even the toughest of Monster Hunter, take nothing more than my fingers and my willpower. Violet is really in it, while I'm only watching it on a screen. She really has to face these dragons, who could kill her for being so weak. If it was only the dragons, maybe she wouldn't be so scared. Maybe she could find a way around it, a way out of it. But with fewer dragons willing to bond, and so many cadets trying to get their spot, the other cadets around her want Violet out too. It seems many people want her out, or even dead, just for being her mother's daughter. Xaden Ryerson, who probably ends up as her love interest, seems to be first in line to kill her. There is a war going on in the outside world, but it seems that at Basgiath War College, the war is among the pupils. In the old world of Monster Hunter Rise, the hunters work together. Not only in the storyline does every hunter rally together to take on the most difficult of monsters, but the players of the game can gather their friends and play together. My partner often attempts to gather me to play with him too. He knows that even through my Eller's downloads, I can handle the dragons of Monster Hunter. And if Violet is half as determined as my partner, I know she can handle the dragons of her world. Caleb, my partner, has watched me give myself challenge after challenge in my video games. He's seen me 100% Legend of Zelda and Tales of Symphonia. He's watched me fill my shiny decks in Pokemon Legends Arceus, and he is keeping up as I try to claim every villager photo in Animal Crossing New Horizons. He sees me as a completionist, and he has decided to set a completionist challenge for himself. Over the past year and a half or so, maybe closer to 2 years, Caleb has played Monster Hunter Rise every day, at least one hunt a day. I don't even play Animal Crossing every day. Caleb is hunting every monster, one at a time. He started with Great Azuchi, as the storyline does, but he did not move on from this starting monster until he made every piece of equipment it had to offer. He made the Great Azuchi weapon of every type available, the sword and the shield, the dual blades, and so on. He made all of its armor pieces and any accessories, and then he moved on to the second monster. And he did it again and again. He has been making every piece of equipment based on every single monster in the game, one monster at a time. He started Sunbreak weeks after his friends did, but he blew past them in rank quickly. Even when his rank levels were locked, his experience was still building up. Every time he unlocked a rank, it shot up. His rank is completely uncapped now, and he's a master hunter. He has finally reached Primordial Malzeno, and he is still working on all the anomalies. He has every piece of equipment of every monster, except for this flagship one and all the anomalies, and he's determined to make their equipment too. Caleb still has a lot left to do in his challenge. He hopes to be done by the time a new Monster Hunter game comes out, but he can't be sure because there's been no news of one yet. Violet Sorrengail still has a story to tell as well. Iron Flame, the sequel to Fourth Wing, has just come out. I know nothing of where Violet's story has gone and where it's going next. This is the first video I have made about a book I haven't even read. But with its sequel release and my partner's birthday both happening this week, I simply wanted to brag about Violet and Caleb. Because if Violet can become a dragon rider with her Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, then I can become a master hunter with my partner.